Hey everyone, this is Jaybird, and this is another StarCraft 2 commentary. Today we're going to have some TVP, Terran versus Protoss on Lost Temple. Up in the 3 o'clock position we have the red Terran player, Devious, and down in the 6 o'clock position we have the blue Protoss, Luke. Big thanks to Luke. This is, I believe, a second replay he sent to me, and I'm always very gracious of people sending me their replays for me to cast. If you are out there and have a replay that you would like me to cast, something a little different, out of the norm, send it my way to jaybirdStarcraft@gmail.com. I would very much like to cast your game. It looks like Luke is already sending out pretty early probe, perhaps for scouting purposes, and he is going to see, luckily enough, that Devious is here. And it looks like he is going to try to pop back really quick and try to hide his probe up here in the top left-hand corner of Devious's base. Devious continuing to pump out those SCVs and got that supply depot down. And we'll probably be seeing a barracks come down if there's any sort of normalcy. And there's the barracks. We also have the first gateway coming down and the pylon. Because of this probe up here, and we already see the gateway coming down, we're probably not going to see any sort of cannon rush, but we could see some sort of attempt for warp gates into the back of the base. But Devious did, luckily, very smart of him, scouted his base. And he might even get a kill. Nope, little probe fight going on there. But it looks like he should be getting away. Unfortunately for Devious, he does not yet know where Luke is, and he does scout into the wrong position. So it might be quite some time until he finds out where Luke is. And still Luke is still gonna hide up here. Smart tactic there, because this is in the brush. He could definitely hide another pylon back there as well. So it looks like we're going to go 2-gate here, and this is a fairly aggressive tactic, going the 2 gates. Skipping the cybernetics core, going straight for a second gateway, get that early zealot pressure on, and especially on Lost Temple, these 2 positions here, if you look at the mini-map, this is a very short distance between the 2 bases for a quick rush. But I'm not seeing any zealots go down yet. So far, nothing. But we do have the pylon up. Very interesting. And let's hotkey the Nexus for every single key there. Not sure why that happens. Still just continuing to pump out. He has a nice wall off here, so that should help him. It looks like we're not going to see any early pressure, and instead he's going to throw down another gateway. So don't mind me and my 2-gate rush, going 2-gate cybernetics core. Over on the Terran side, just finishing up his factory, and he's going to move right onto that starport. This is a fairly common build as well. It's the 1-1-1 build. Terran, they get a very nice mix here of units. Go right up to the starport as well. We have a Hellion coming out on the way. No extra tech lab or reactor on either the barracks or the factory yet. And that little Hellion has just popped out. And finally, we have Devious down here discovering where Luke is. And we are chrono boosting the warp gates. Twilight counts are coming down as well, but still no, there are any units. No, there are only 20 probes for Luke, which is very interesting at this point in the game. He does have the 4 gateways. It looks like he might just be holding off until he can get that cybernetics, or excuse me, the warp gates. Holding the Selnaga Watchtower here for Devious, the red Terran player, and still the pylon up here hidden nicely behind the brush, and the probe just hanging out just in case. Devious continuing to build. Finally we have this tech lab going down, and we do have a dropship out, or a medivac, excuse me. very good for dropping units anyways. That sounds like something's loading up here. So we do have a full medivac, complete with 8 Marines. We might be seeing some sort of drop going on here, but we do have units warping in. It looks like we have 4 stalkers, and we could be going blink, and that is exactly what is happening here. Switch back to the production tab. We also have the Infernal Pre-Igniter upgrade coming for those Hellions. We have an engineering bay going as well. Looks like we have 2... Uh-oh, they're going to peek out, find that pylon right there. And all of a sudden, he might be a little worried, but looks like he is still going to move out with those dropships. And again, medivacs. I call them dropships. Call me old StarCraft hardcore guy here. But you'd be wrong. I only played it casually. So here they are. Looks like they might try to sneak around. Yes, they are rallied right to the mineral line. Going to go straight for the economy here. And let's see what happens. Not yet. Just, oh, there we go. That pre-igniter is not finished yet for the Hellions, but they're still doing quite a bit of damage. And we're not seeing much of a response here because we have an attack coming from the bottom here with the stalkers. Might we see some blink? Perhaps not. None needed to get through that supply depot. Going right for the economy with the supply depots, targeting down that tech lab. But still over here, the dropships have decided to pick up. It looks like they're going to come back in, try to hold off these stalkers as they come in. Siege tank moving about. Does not have siege. Is not attacking. Ooh, is going to try to run away. And it looks like they're going to focus that down. And that's going to be bad. These workers not there. They go finally going for the run. Nope, coming back. They want to get those minerals in. Well, you want to unload those guys. You do not want to just fly around and lose all these guys. Marines coming out and a couple Hellions. I do not know if that is going to be enough. Probably not to finish these guys off. Luckily the medivacs can heal, but we do not have any sort of stim upgrade. Blinking right in. Lol. I really screwed the pooch. It happens, Devious. It happens. There's the GG. Yeah, you did. You made me mad. Yep, medivacs, taking out your mineral line. Always a way to make you mad. Thanks, guys. That was a really quick game. Thanks to Luke for sending that in. And everyone, thanks for watching.